Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Between Broadway Variety Hour at the Mile Square Theater. Please remember there is no flash photography or recording of any kind, and please take this moment to silence any noise-making devices. Now, enjoy the show.
Dave!
Sarah!
Davey!
Sarah!
Where are you? Is that you?
Where are you? Oh, there you are! Over here!
Oh,
Over here!
thank
Oh,
Mother Manhattan. Do you smell that?
No, I don't smell anything.
Exactly. Where's the smell of hot garbage?
We're not in Manhattan anymore!
Woo!
But wait!
Which begs the question, where the phantom are we?
Look! We have an accompanist.
Wait, are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking? Wait. Let's say it together at the same time.
We should
do
open up a
the
Cracker
Between
Barrel franchise.
Broadway.
No, your thing.
Oh, my
Let's
thing?
do your thing.
Between
Between
Broadway?
Broadway, yes.
Okay. Hi. Hit it.
We all love it. We all need it. We all live it and we breathe it. But right now we're in between it. Ladies and gentlemen, your host for this evening, Sarah Ziegler Blair.
Thanks, Jane. We don't know where we are or what time it is, but we're going to pretend that we're in between Broadway, in between shows, in between gigs. When the next one will come, nobody knows. When we're in between Broadway, the world is upside down. We better talk about some theater right now to reverse the crown.
So when you're between Broadway and your life feels done,
Come to Between Broadway,
have some Broadway fun.
we'll be
Between Broadway together just for now.
There's an audience. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Between Broadway Variety Hour in this new, undiscovered, magical land. So Dave and I left the heart of Manhattan, the theater district, and we were in search of a new place to do our show. We didn't know where the wind would take us. So finally, we were standing right by the Hudson when a group of feisty teenagers just shoved us right in. And in the words of Dory, we just kept swimming. And as the toxin started to weigh us down, a friendly school of mutant fish came along and swept us to shore. And here we are. Oh, but where is here? And how are we? And what is our?
Hey, Sarah,
Yes?
we should ask our magical, omnipotent accompanist. Please tell us, what is this magical, fantastical, inspirastical place?
Hoboken, New Jersey!
Hoboken.
Hoboken.
Umlaut? Can we use an
No,
umlaut?
no umlaut.
Hoboken!
Where do you go when you don't want to smell hot garbage?
Hoboken, where do you go when you can't afford a show in Manhattan? Hoboken,
The trees and the salty Hudson breeze.
and the soup is always hot. The place where me Manhattan is not. Hoboken. Hoboken. We'll get it.
We're gonna get
It's
it.
fine.
Where do you go when the rats won't leave you alone?
Hoboken, where do you go when the pigeons won't stop mocking you? Hoboken, you can stroll through the park and play some chess.
Should we stay here?
Yes. Manhattan is meaner and shaped like a wiener, but life is always greener in Hoboken. I'm gonna let these crabs out of my pants.
Report back. magical place called Hoboken. Now, this is the 5th edition of our Between Broadway series. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. But it's the first one we've ever done in a faraway magical land. So you might be saying to yourself, but we're not at our usual time of 5:30 between the matinee and evening shows on Broadway. But really, aren't many of us between the metaphorical matinees and evening shows of our lives? And, some of us are between theater gigs. That happens a lot. And in the wise words of the late Jimmy Buffett, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Now, BBVH is very slowly becoming a hit series. And it will run for centuries and go viral on pretty much every platform. I love working on it with producer Bill DeSimone. Where are you, Bill? He's back there somewhere. Twice on Saturday Productions, folks. And I also love working with my co-writer, David Christensen.
Oh, God, the crabs!
I love his crabs, too. No. Okay, and the three of us have coined a word to describe what we are creating here tonight, and it's the talk-array. Woo! Yes, that was the right response. Thank you. It's a kind of cabaret, late-night talk show hybrid, celebrating and playing with various cool people from the theater world. And speaking of cool peeps, hi again, fairy pianist. This is Sarah Fox. Woo! Sarah Fox. So we've just stumbled upon each other, but we're already so in sync. We both have silent H's at the end of our names. And we're so grateful and excited to have found you. How would you sum up what you're feeling right now, Sarah, on what is undoubtedly one of the most exciting nights of your fairy career?
Well, I just can't believe it's really happening.
I can't either. That's how I felt when I washed up on the shore with all the seaweed, and I just, oh my God, that was beautiful. I totally get that. And guys, the Between Broadway Hour is getting pretty big. We are performing right now for tens of people. Plus our 5s of viewers who will watch later online. Oh my God. But wait, if I'm lost in a magical, fantastical, inspirastical world, how will my interwebs work? Do they even have interwebs in Hoboken? How will my mega fans watch the show?
Sarah,
Yes?
they have internet here?
Yes. Thank Lady Liberty. We can proceed. I'd like to welcome to the stage our first fabulous musical theater guest for the evening. Our first guest played Glinda in Wicked on Broadway, and she toured with Wicked, Urinetown, and Grease. She's a graduate of the Boston Conservatory and is currently on the faculty at AMDA. Please join me in welcoming Katie Adams.
Oh, that was amazing. I didn't work. I tapped. No.
There, that was a really cool high five. All right, let's come over here. Come to my office.
Oh.
And Dave, I need microphone
Oh my God,
1A.
this is like a talk show.
This is it's a talk array. See, it's a talk array. Oh, thank you, Dave. He just shows up when you need him. You know?
Is this mine?
That's yours. It can be.
No, it shouldn't
No,
be.
I don't know. There's 2, but I
Okay,
don't.
okay.
If you drink some, I won't be upset. You need it. So Katie, you're a fellow BOCO alum.
Yes, same college.
Same college, the BOCO. So when you were there, did they have the quad that was really just a rat-filled alley with dumpsters in it between dilapidated buildings?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The campus is an alley with dancers and drag queens and
Yes.
pianos hearing from practice rooms
Yep.
and color tours. Yes,
And
it's
many,
amazing.
many rats.
Many rats.
So many rats
Actually,
in Boston
yes.
times. So many rats.
One charged at me on the
Yes.
way to the health center one day. And
They're
it was
aggressive.
like a pony. Yes.
They are aggressive.
I mean, like lined up, like eye contact. It was like,
But you know what else is aggressive at the BOCO is the talent and the faculty. Who was your voice teacher?
Mary Saunders. I have to write her after and tell her we did this together.
She is so lovely.
She's
It's so
amazing.
wonderful.
She's the head of the voice department.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe she is.
I
She's
love
lovely. So at Between Broadway, we love hearing about Broadway debuts. And I'm wondering if you would tell us about your debut as Glinda. Now, you were a standby.
I was a standby, and I had done the road tour for a year. So I was lucky. On the road, I got to go on like every other week, or every other matinee.
Okay.
So the other understudy and I switched. So I had gotten to play it like a bunch of times, thank God.
Good.
Because I don't know if the first time I went on, it was with Ben Vereen and I can't, was it? I can't remember. I don't know. I was delirious. I found out I was going on, and I was like, dear God in heaven, just like let me just do one so I can say I did it. Like, just don't let me die in the middle. Just let me do it. And so they put you in the bubble and everything, and you float up into the proscenium, and there's things that other Glindas like leave each other when a Glinda will pass it. Yeah, it's like crazy, and I just was like, what is my life? I can't understand. Like, I'm from a small town, like from Irwin, Pennsylvania, where there's still a one-way Main Street. So like, like just crazy. And so I remember I started descending, and the bubble machine goes, and the bubbles are coming down. And I was like, I always said the same like prayer. Like, I was very superstitious. I had to do everything in the same order and like eat my little lozenge and do all the things in the same order. And I was going down, and I started speaking, and it was as if I was cut in half. Like, I feel like if I was a toy, like there would have been a front and a back. And I heard myself talking, but I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, I literally, like, there were two parts of me happening at the same time. And I just remember thinking, thank you for doing at the same time parts. Like, thank you for speaking and singing, but also being, like, aware that this is happening. Like, this is the thing that you say when you're little. I want to be on Broadway, you know, but, like, it's like that, like, generic, like, if I can get on Broadway, and I just feel like it's crazy. It's crazy. And after the show, my roommate in Queens, I lived in a disgusting cockroach-filled apartment in Queens for $325. And yes, this was in '05. But my roommate had come and got a ticket for that night. And after the curtain went down, you descend in the bubble, and like I got out, and I just was like, and then Ben Vereen, who's very like, he had like an altar in his room. He's like very spiritual. Like he's what
he
you
a
think
wizard?
he is. He is. Like that's what he's like just naturally. He's very like zen. He like came up to me and he like put his forehead down and like touched foreheads with me. And I was also going like, oh my God. Like I don't understand what's happening, but I'm just staying here. And I happened to look to the side, and the curtain was down, right? But my roommate had waited in the house, and I looked over, and he was like, oh. I know, it's insane.
That sounds very magical. Oh my goodness. All right, I have one last question for you. You teased us a bit on social media. You gave us a teaser, if you will, about the time you thought you might get fired from Wicked.
Yeah.
Do tell.
So you go in the bubble. In the bubble, there's a platform, and there's this little divot for your wand, and you hold the wand, and the wand is beautiful. It's very heavy and like big bejewels, like it's bedazzled everywhere. And you have to hold it very close to you, because when they fly you up into the proscenium, there's all these gears and rigs and all the thing for the lights. And so I'm going up, and I'm talking. My friends down there, like the fellow Aussians, were like talking. I was talking to somebody, and I must have just lacked off. And all of a sudden, I hear, pew, 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 pew. And I was like gunshots. What's happening? And I realized the wand had gotten stuck under a rig and started bending and bending. It was going like this. And I was like, I'm getting fucking fired. I am getting fired. I don't know how I didn't. And I was like, stop! I had to like stop the bubble. They had to take me down. They had to get like the reserve wand.
Oh,
I don't know how I
reserve
survived.
wand.
I don't know.
Oh my
Some
goodness.
karma or something.
Well, that is quite the story. Thank you for sharing that with us tonight. Now, the next thing we have for you, Katie, is a game. And here at Between Broadway, we like to specifically handcraft our games for our guests. So since you spent a lot of time in the land of Oz,
Yes.
your game is, we're not in Kansas anymore, so where the are we? Please join me.
You didn't drop the F-bomb, but I did.
You did. That's okay if you do it, as long as I don't do it.
Okay. There's no kids. Right?
Arlo's not here tonight.
Arlo's not here. My 5-year-old usually is here.
Wait, are you going to tell
He's
the story?
not here.
Maybe for the end of the hour.
I do have a story about one of my children
It's
to
so
tell a bit later.
Teaser.
So, teaser. It's coming. It's coming. All right. So, we're not in Kansas anywhere. So, where the are we? All right. Katie, I'm going to describe a location. I'm just
Okay.
going to keep reading.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to keep reading. But as soon as you know it,
Okay.
cut me off and shout it out.
Okay.
All right? There are so many people in berets. They are smoking.
France.
No.
Oh.
They are smoking cigarettes.
Cabaret.
But in a mean way, as if to say, emphysema, I double dare you to come near me. But we are not in France, no. A merry band of moose is crossing the street, as if they own this city.
Canada.
Yes. Oui. Where in
French.
Canada?
Oh, French Canadian.
Yes. Yes. Name me a specific French Canadian land. Someone in the crowd.
Montreal!
Yes. Montreal.
Thank you.
Quebec. Yes.
Thank you.
Well done.
I was going to say Moose Land.
Moose land. Number 2.
Central Missouri.
This just in, exciting news from our humble city. We officially have the first commercial radio station in the country, KDKA. We are the birthplace of the
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, my nearest big city. I was on KDKA.
You were Katie, and
singing
your
at
name's
like
Katie.
KA, and KA is my initials, Katie Adams. Everything is as it should be.
It's
Right
whole
now.
it's like pure magic.
Yeah.
So we asked this question because you grew up in Pittsburgh. Is this correct?
Yes. Well, a little town outside of Pittsburgh,
Okay.
Irwin, Pennsylvania.
Fantastic. And what was it like leaving Pittsburgh to come to New York City, or Little Pittsburgh, suburban Pittsburgh?
Little Irwin.
Little Irwin.
Crazy. But I went to Boco,
Yeah.
and so I feel like literally we got a Starbucks in the Target, and it is like the place you go. It's like a big deal. Like good people, salt to the earth people. So I think Boston was a perfect step
Starter
before
city.
New York. When I went to NYU, or when I went to audition for NYU in college, my mom and I went to the city, and she made me ride the subway like 100 times. And I was like, Mom, I'm not even in NYU yet. I don't know why you're making me ride the subway. She was like, I just want you to feel it. Just see what it's like. I'm like, okay. But then I went to visit Boston, and I knew.
And you knew it.
Yeah.
You saw that alleyway, and you're like, this is my new
Rats are
home.
for me.
Rats are for me. All right, question 3, your third and final question. This New York City suburb, it's basically the same voice I did before. This New York City suburb, less than 2.5 miles from the northern tip of Manhattan, is known for tongue-twisting residents such as Daniel Carlton Gajusik, Charles Proteus Steinmetz, Ermengarde, and Horace Vandergelder.
Yonkers?
Yonkers!
Oh, I did Hello Dolly in high school.
And you did Hello Dolly in high school.
Yes.
And now we're gonna have a little Hello Dolly theme tonight.
Yes.
Because
There's a star from
there's
Hello
a
Dolly.
star from Hello Dolly, the Broadway, coming our way. But now you played Minnie Faye Ermengarde.
No.
In high school.
Oh, and Dolly.
Oh, Dolly. Oh, I apologize. I apologize.
And I
played
think
Dolly.
it was like the Carol Channing key or something, or the. It was low, and they just made me sing it up the octave, and that was before I knew what a soprano was. So I just like opened my face and screamed. I don't know. It was
You
bad.
opened your face and screamed.
It was all kinds of
Oh my
bad.
goodness. I have a prize for you.
Aw.
You earned a prize. Let
Is
me
it
see
a
if I
puppy?
can find it. No, it's not that drawer. Oh. Now this one doesn't explode, but it is powerful. Okay, when we need you later, might you return if I need some more of your magic?
I would, for sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Katie.
I love this. Do I go now?
No.
I stay now.
You stay and sing. Actually, I leave.
Okay.
Katie, will you sing for us?
Yes.
Okay.
Now that I'm sufficiently parched and dry. Yeah.
Woo!
Is there any saliva in there for me to drink? Okay. All right. So I'm not even kidding. I may have written the lyrics on my hand. because it's been a long time. So we'll see what we get. Okay.
Elfie, now that we're friends, I've decided to make you my new project.
You really don't have to do that.
I know. That's what makes me so nice. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys, little ways to flirt and bounce. I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. I'll help you be popular. You'll hang with the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, 'cause you've got an awfully long way to go. Don't be offended by my frank analysis. Think of it as personality dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a palace or an advisor, there's nobody wiser, not when it comes to popular. I know about popular, and with an assist from me to be who you'll be instead of dreary who you were. There's nothing that can stop you from becoming popular. La 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 la. We're gonna make you popular. When I see depressing creatures with unprepossessing features, I remind them on their own behalf to think of celebrated heads of state or especially great communicators. Did they have brains or knowledge? Don't make me laugh. Don't. They were popular. Please. It's all about popular. It's not about aptitude. It's the way you're viewed. So it's very shrewd to be very, very popular, like me. And though you protest your disinterest, I know clandestinely you're gonna grin and bear it to newfound popularity. La 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 la. You'll be popular, just not quite as popular as me. Has anybody put their mouth on this? No, you. It's you. And I heard someone told me that you prefer gold. This is now
I'll
your
take them
one.
both.
You want both? I don't know. You deserve. I think you deserve both.
Oh my God, I have two girls, 11 and 6, and they would like die
You
for
definitely need both ones. So
these. I'll pay you for them, Bill.
He's gone. Where's
would you be so kind as to sing one more from anywhere in the musical theater canon you so choose?
Yes, this was my favorite audition song. A coach gave it to me, and it was very, not a lot of people sang it, so I sang it all the time, and people would be like, what is that from? I was like, I don't even know, but it's really good. Right? Okay, here we go. Lighter than air and the fairest of fair when he looks at me. I'm a star-studded night of delicious delight when he looks at me. I stand like an overwhelmed water Dutch spring, a posture quite extreme. But I'm trying so hard to control me, I could scream. I may bounce like a ball, bounce myself off the wall when he looks at me. I fall flat on my face, I'm a total disgrace when he looks at me. The tips of my toes start to tickle, it's the sap that is rising in me, till around the whole house I go dashing, into doorways and furniture crashing. I don't care, for I feel simply smashing when he looks at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Katie Adams. Yes, come on. This is my dream. This is my dream. Oh dear. Oh, Sarah. Yes.
I just came back from backstage. This theater, it has everything. It has lights. It has sound. It's got this and this.
This is truly remarkable, but how long do you think it will last?
Well, by the rules of the 1947 Lerner and Loewe musical theater classic Brigadoon,
Yes.
it should only be around for one day every 100 years.
Oh, we got so lucky. But the clock's ticking. Go, Dave. Go.
You're right, you're right.
Explore more and report back with your findings while I seize what little time we have left in this Brigahopa-Doogadoon to interview our next guest. Our next guests. She is an actor, singer, lyricist, book writer. He is a composer, arranger, music director, copyist, piano player, web and book designer, and author. Together, they write musicals like The Immigrant, The Library, and coming to this very magical theater next season, The Yellow Stocking Play. Also, they've been married for 39 years. Please join me in welcoming Sarah Knapp and Stephen M. Alper. All right. Now you are. We have to share? You have to share. Oh, but I also might just hand mine over to you. Uh-oh, they're fighting already. Folks, get ready. Okay, so you are the third Sarah on the stage this evening.
I know.
With an H?
With an H. The only way.
The only way. The only way.
The right way.
Oh my goodness. So I mentioned you two have been married for 39 years and are also writing partners. I also happen to have a spouse for a writing partner, not Dave. I love you, Dave. But my spouse is at home, Kellen. We also write with him. Dave and I actually write sometimes with Kellen as well. Do you have any advice for the married writing partner team?
Oh, you get your own. Oh boy. Advice. You know, well, actually, are you talking?
I don't.
Yes, son.
It is okay. I don't think you want to hear, or he doesn't. He doesn't want to hear.
My advice? Well, okay, first of all, yeah, I couldn't figure that out. I was like, what am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the wife, but he was very enthusiastically, my mom was like playing around, I can write lyrics, yeah, okay, fine. So she did, and he's like, oh, these are great, okay. And in the meantime, I'm like, oh, I had an idea, and he's not paying attention. But then we did that one song, and then you.
Kicked your mother out.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Tormented by You, that was the song.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was.
But it wasn't about your mother, was it?
That was sort of.
Oh, okay. Well, that is an excellent.
Yeah, there was no advice there. I don't know.
It was a great story. There was so much like angst in trying to come up with it that I really enjoyed watching the palpable tension. Okay, so how did you two meet?
We met at Bartkey's Dinner Theater
Ooh.
in Tampa Bay,
Florida.
Florida. And oddly, we have just moved back to a place very near Tampa Bay, Florida, which is really weird because we had our 39th wedding anniversary dinner at the Angry Pelican. What the hell was it? A place that was next to Bartkey's Dinner Theater, which is no longer there.
I
But
think it was our 37. We haven't had our 39.
oh, that's coming up. So we met. We were in trailers, and I got up early to run because discipline and all. And he hadn't gone to bed yet.
Ooh.
And we met, and it was like, ugh. I ran back to the trailer, and I lived in the trailer with two other girls, Jennifer Smith and Diane Drillsma. I remember. Jennifer Smith has done more Broadway shows than anybody, actually. But anyway, I ran back to the trailer and I said, wait till you meet the music director. Oh, he's awful.
Notice I haven't given him the microphone back.
Did you like me when you met?
I just thought that perhaps you were miscast. She was cute, and she was supposed to play the
Mona.
Mona in Dame Tootsie.
Okay. So this is a compliment.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. It was a compliment.
You gotta figure it out.
Yeah, you gotta. I really got to the bottom of that.
Yeah.
Compliment. That was a lovely. Oh no, fairy accompanist Sarah.
Already?
I have one more very important question for you. You are here with us tonight to promote your show that is coming to this very theater in Hoboken, the Yellow Stocking Play. It's coming to the Mile Square. Can you tell us a little bit about this show, and also a little bit about the title?
Okay, this show is it's okay, a 17th century acting troupe who are they have lost all of their troupe except for 3 because of various horrors, drownings and alcohol blindness and all kinds. In the opening number, you learn how they lost all the members. So there are only 3 left, and they have to do 12th night. Okay, so it's difficult, but they're sort of in a magical world where all the plays. Yes, exactly. So all the Shakespeare plays they do, they're a Shakespeare troupe, are sort of musicals. Yeah. So it's a 12th night musical. Yeah, it's crazy. And of course, 3 people doing 12th night, you can imagine how wild that gets. D.W. Gregory wrote the book, and she also, she's very prolific. She's written a bunch of wonderful plays, but the one that she's most known for is Radium Girls. Yes, which we're musicalizing with her. Yeah. And she has this book of the Yellow Stocking Play. It's so funny, it's so amazing, just because the play itself is one of the most complicated in the repertoire, right? And when you add on this whole other musical element and the fact that there's only 3 people to do it, she has done an amazing job.
So when they're trying to figure out which Shakespeare play to put on, they never refer to them by their actual title. So,
Is it like nicknames?
right, it's
Okay.
college play, the old man.
With the three daughters. And so then they say, no, tonight it's the yellow stocking play. And that's why.
Where the
And I don't know if everybody knows why Yellow Stockings is in 12th Night, but it's a very complicated story.
I'm gonna grab that back from you.
I have a yellow stocking game for you two.
Oh.
You lucky people. And I need one friend from the audience. Why don't you two just take center stage right there? Who in the audience? Hi, Julia. I happen to know this young lady. So, here's how this game works. Like the stockings in their show, all the answers to these questions will either be related to hosiery or the color yellow. All right? So, hosiery, foot attire, stockings, yes. Lederhosen, maybe? All right, I'm going to give you each an invisible buzzer, and you have to tell me what it sounds like. What does yours sound like?
Meow.
Oh, a feline buzzer. What's yours sound like? Yeah! Oh, an angry feline buzzer. What does yours sound like? Oh, classic Steve and Am Alper. All right, number one. Here we go. Which yellow spice is famous for being wildly expensive? You didn't buzz.
Oh, I didn't ignore
You got a meow.
it. Meow.
Can you meow?
Meow.
You can meow. Good job.
Saffron.
Yes! Point for Julia. Number two. What 1957 musical romantic comedy starred Fred Astaire and Sid Charisse? Yes.
Silk stocking.
Very well done. Well done, Steve. 1 for 1. Number 3. What is the name of Curious George's human friend?
Oh.
Yes.
The guy in the yellow hat.
Oh, you're very close.
The man
The man
in the yellow
in the yellow.
sombrero.
Is it hat?
Hat.
Well, whoever gave me this question told me suit. Bill Smoke. I think you've been overridden. The man in the yellow hat. We will give it to Julia. 2 points. A hat is a part of a suit. It could be a part of a suit. So, all right, number 4. What current Major League Baseball team was originally known as the Boston Red Stockings? Oh, I think Steve.
Red Sox.
Not the Red Sox. This is very confusing to me. I'm so confused all night. This whole evening is confusing. But Boston Red Stockings was the original name of this baseball team. Now, it is not even the same city. No? And yes?
Atlanta Braves.
Yes! All right. Are we tied, guys?
I got 0.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I'm so sorry. But you know what? You have 1?
I have 2.
And okay, this last question is worth 89 points. Sorry, guys. Here we go. In what century were stockings first worn? Yes.
16.
Very close, not correct. Next one.
Ah!
Yes.
17?
Incorrect. Wait.
15.
15. Let's give it up for Steve. Now to balance out the yellow on the hosiery, here's some yellow for the top.
Oh, that's
Yay! And Julia, thank you so much for playing tonight. All right, would you two be so kind as to share a song from the Yellow Stocking play? And friends, you can come see this next year at the Mile Square Theater. The set might look a little different, but same place.
Okay, I'll just set this up a little bit. So in 12th Night, Orsino, one of the characters, the Duke, he is trying to woo Olivia. And she'll have none of it because she's just lost her brother. Like I said, it's really complicated. But so he makes up all these odes. And they're really quite dreadful. And they're especially dreadful in our show because they're songs. And they're terrible, terrible songs. And finally, Cesario, Viola, who's pretending to be his servant, and she's in love with him anyway, she says, you know, they're terrible, and she's never going to love you if you keep, writing all these very selfish, horrible odes. So he says to her, well, what would you say? How would you woo her? And this is the song. I guess I'll hold the mic. Okay. I'd make me a willow cabin at your gate, and all the day in ardent love I'd sing. With sighs of fire I curse my wretched fate, and through the night you'd hear my suffering. Olivia, Olivia, I'd make me a willow cabin at your gate. Within that house I'd call upon my soul. Your denial caused my fallen state, but I demand you keep the heart you stole. Olivia, Olivia, your name to the reverberate hymn out, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out. Olivia, 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 I'd make me a willow cabin at your gate, and sentry there from summer until spring, and you'll not rest, for I'll forever wait until you cast on me your pity. Olivia, Olivia, Olivia,
That was so beautiful. So you also sing gorgeously. Everyone, Sarah Knapp. So, 2025, Mile Square Theater. I hope it's one of the days that the city is still here. It will be, I promise you. It will be.
Is there a chance it might not
I don't know. We're going to find out tonight. But if everyone here does their job.
Clear your calendar.
Yes. It will be. Thank you so much. This is what?
Sarah,
Yes.
I just got back from going beyond the theater into
Beyond?
Hoboken.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay.
Yes. Is that right?
There are even more wonders to
Are you
behold.
serious?
Join me. Oh,
Oh, wow.
oh my
What
God.
gorgeous shoreline.
It's a shoreline.
Oh my
It's so
God, the
straight
views.
on the side. Oh my
But
God.
it's so walkable and family
And and family friendly. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, oh, and that adorable urban center.
It's so tight knit.
Oh, it's so cute, like a little baby urban center. It's still like really family friendly.
so
Oh
cute.
gosh.
Tiny,
Oh, it's so,
though.
and
It's
that
very
must be why it's called
The
Mile Square City. We must remember, it's only around for one day.
Every
100 years, just like in the Lerner and Lowe show. So, we have to... Give me this one.
Time is of the essence. No, I'm going to give this to somebody else.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go explore more.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Good. Okay. We have one more amazing guest before the act break and before we potentially all disappear. I would like to welcome our next guest. Billing herself as 95 pounds of explosive talent, our next guest appeared on Broadway as both Ermengarde and Minnie Fay. Oh, same show as Katie Adams in high school. In Hello, Dolly. This was the Broadway version, alongside stars such as Betty Grable, Carol Channing, and Ethel Merman. She was also a regular on the Donnie and Marie show, and she did warm-ups for the Ed Sullivan show. Over the last few years, she has created and performed 3 critically lauded cabaret shows in New York City. Please join me in welcoming Andrea Bell Wolff! Hi, Andrea! Hello! Oh, I'm so happy to have you here. All right, would you come and have a seat right over here? I'm going to give you this really great mic. Come closer.
Thank you.
All right. Oh my goodness. All right, Andrea. Our first question for you
Okay.
is from one of our aforementioned Between Broadway mega fans. This is from Dan Biticola.
Yes.
Okay. He also has fans. Who is or was your idol? And have you ever met and worked with this person?
Who is my idol? Well, I would have to say it was, I don't know. I don't think I've had a particular idol. Maybe it was Judy Garland.
Good one.
Because I remember growing up, I always had her albums on all the time. And I remember I would have my hairbrush in front of the mirror and be singing along with the album. So it had to have been Judy Garland.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a great one. Now, there are some very big names that I mentioned before that you did work along the side. Can you tell us a bit about your work in Hello, Dolly and all the stars and amazing people you encountered?
Well, you have about 3 hours?
5 minutes, but
Okay,
go.
all right, there we go. All right. So, I was going to professional children's school in New York City, and I was in my junior year of high school. And I was the dumbest. So when you come to ask me the questions later, I might not do so well. Because there were all these players and ballerinas and very, very sophisticated kids who were very, very bright. So I was in school, and I had gotten a call to audition to go on the road with Carol Channing as Ermengarde. So I go for the audition. I didn't get it. Okay. So a couple of months go by, and I get another call from my manager. And she says to me, "Oh, Andrea, they want to see you again." So I went, and I auditioned again, and they sent me to Buffalo, New York.
Another magical place.
Yes, it was just great. But anyway, so I was on the road with Carol, and it was very glitzy because at that time, it was a national tour. Now, when you go on a national tour, you fly everywhere, and you stay at really nice hotels. But later on, I did a bus and truck, and not so nice. I'll tell you more about that later. So anyway, so I'm on the road around 3 months, and we were closing, and I get a call. Would I like to replace the girl who's playing Ermengarde in Hello, Dolly on Broadway, which was Alice Clayton at the time. So of course I said, wow, yeah, of course. I was so excited, it was great. So I went, and I was doing Ermengarde, and this time I was with Betty Grable, and I was understudying Minnie Fay. So of course, you know, when you're understudying, as like Katie said, you never know when you're gonna go on. So finally, it got to the point where the girl who was playing the part of Minnie Fay was leaving, and they asked me if I would like to replace her. And of course, I said, great. So I did the Minnie Fay, and it was wonderful to be doing it on Broadway. And then the black cast was coming in with
Pearl Bailey.
Thank you. Pearl Bailey. So I went on the road with Dorothy L'Amour, and this was now like a bus and truck. So this was like not glamorous at all. So, you know, you would get to a town, and sometimes you'd be there for days, sometimes you'd be there for 3 days. We really never knew. So, as a matter of fact, when we were on the road in Hello Dolly in Texas with Dorothy L'Amour, we were performing, and all of a sudden I get a knock on my door, and they said, President Johnson is here and he would like to meet you personally. I was like, well, you know what, at that age, I was so young that I knew he was president. But I didn't know anything about politics, and I realize now he wasn't such a great guy because all of my friends were going to Vietnam at that particular point, and some of them were not coming back. So I look back now and I go, oh, well, I'm so great that he kissed my hand and he said that he only loved my show.
It still makes a fine story.
Yeah. Does that mean that my time is up?
It's not. It's so close. Do you have any spicier stories you'd like to share?
Well, yeah, they're like, let me see, a spicier story.
One more spicy.
Okay. Well, I did work in the Bottoms Up Review in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Ooh.
And we would do 2 shows every afternoon at Caesar's Palace. And I was like 19 years old. So I had a friend of mine who would moonlight at night. She was also in the show. So there was a casino called Circus. And she would go every evening, and she would work. She would go in this little box. It was a peep show. And guys would put in quarters to watch her dance topless. So one night, I went to go visit her, and I was sitting in the booth with her, and she says, would you like to try it? So I said, sure. So I ripped off my top, and I was standing, and all I could see was these little beady eyes looking at me like, what the heck?
That's amazing. Good thing all the eyes in this crowd are friendly and non-beady.
That's true.
Oh my goodness, Andrea, that's amazing. In honor of your Hello Dolly career, and you have much more than that as well. She's a cabaret artist, all these things. We need to learn more. We need 20 more hours with you. But in honor of your Hello Dolly time, we've created a game for you called Hello Hoboken.
Hello, Hoboken.
Hoboken. So we need a couple more players.
Is that like a thing they call me a hoe?
But it's like a term of endearment.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Okay. Oh, listen, I don't mind. Listen, I'll own it. I was a child in the 60s, okay?
Child of the 60s, will you stand up and join me? I need 2 more players from the audience.
Allie D. Simone.
Oh. Perhaps Allie D. Simone. Come join me. Perhaps
Allie?
Kim? Come on up, Kim. We're going to hear more from Kim later. All right, friends. As they make their way up here, this game is very simple. Hi, Allie. Hi, Kim. Oh, friends already. Hi. So this game is very simple. I'm going to give you all an invisible buzzer, so get ready. And I'm going to give you clues to name the song that has the word hello in the title. So you're not going to hear the song, but I'm going to describe it. Now, as soon as you know it, you buzz in, and the person wins. Here's your invisible buzzer. What does it sound like, Andrea?
Oh, does it have to be in a particular kind of thing?
No, anything you want.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, and Allie, here's your invisible buzzer.
Mine goes beep.
Very genteel. Kim, your invisible buzzer. Oh. love these understated buzzers. All right, but I need something not understated. I need a roar from the crowd to make this game, like a roar of applause. Can you... All right, here we go. Number 1. This is a theater song. We're going to want the title and the show. Now, it could have been a greeting for a famous Spanish painter were it slightly misaccented. There is a super famous version by Louis Armstrong. Our first guests tonight have been in the show. Hello, girl. Yes. What's the name of the song? Very good. 1 point, Andrea. Question 2. This is a pop song. We want the title and the singer, the artist, if you will. The song was released in 2015. The singer is British. According to the singer, is that a buzz? Beep. Beep.
Is it Hello by Adele?
Yes! 1-1. Beautiful. Question 3. This is also a pop song. We want the title and the band. The song was released in 1967. The band is British. The song was originally called Hello, Hello. The opening line is, you say yes, I say no. You say stop, I say
Go, go, go.
Hello.
I don't know quite what to make of this. It used to be called Hello, Hello.
Oh, it's not. Okay, I
It
thought
is
that was
now
kid in the school.
called,
The Beatles.
yes, and what's the name of the song?
You say hi, I say.
No.
You
Stop, I say go, go.
That's not what I have in my
You
script.
say bye.
Am I? Oh no.
Everyone sing it.
I think it's called. Oh, it's really good.
You
More.
say goodbye. I say hello.
Yes. I have it. It's called the Hello Goodbye. Hello Goodbye. Hello Goodbye. Am I wrong?
I don't feel right.
You're right. It is Hello Goodbye. All right. I have confirmation from my Atlanta Braves fan. All right. Hello Goodbye. So no points for that, but audience, so many points for you and your singing. All right. We are still 1-1. Question 4. This is a theater song. We want the title and the show. It has a march feel to it, but also a sing-song feel. The staging of the song is a series of people ringing doorbells. The show starts with it talks about a prophet at the beginning with a little Donny Osmond flair. Ooh, Donny and Marie show. The show has been running on Broadway at the Eugene O'Neill Theater since 2011. Listen.
No, my name is.
Yes,
My name is Elder Price.
Yes. What show?
The Book of
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon. What's the name of the song?
Hello, my name.
Hello. Guys, if you don't know the answer is probably hello. All right, we've got 1 to 2. Oh, Kim, your earrings are so great. I love them. All right, last question. This one is worth 93 points. All bets are off, folks. This is a theater song. We want the title and the show. The musical opened on Broadway in 1987. The song title could have been inspired by Miss Hannigan. The show takes its characters from a series of grim fairy tales. Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. Yes? Who's, anybody in the audience?
Into the Woods.
Into the Woods. We got
Hello,
that?
little girl.
Woo! Our audience members win this prize here. I'm going to throw fake money at you. That was awesome. Hello, little girl. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give these to Andrea. You all did wonderfully. You looked, your shoes are so great. You did wonderfully. These are breath mints, because when you say...
She calls me a hoe and I
So here's the thing. When you say hello so much, some nice corporate corporate swag.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes, And now the moment we've been waiting for. Andrea, would you sing for us? Yeah, drink it. Just yes. Nobody has germs here. It's a magical land. There's no such thing.
I need a microphone with a hole.
Would you like a stand? Yes. Yes. We'll get you a stand.
Sorry.
We got it. We got it.
That was just fitting for you. Is that good?
Thank you so much.
All right, take it away, Andrea Bell Wolff.
And there he goes, as usual, my man, tearing my heart apart. I really don't know what to do about him. I've told myself I've got to live without him. And there, as usual, my man, breaking my foolish heart. He's made my life a mess. I've got to do this, I guess. Goodbye, Joe. From here, I kiss you. Goodbye, Joe. I hope I don't miss you. If you had been on the square and had treated me fair and we had a tip, if you had not said I should go jump off the nearest cliff, if you had stayed off the make and never had taken to coming home stiff, if I had not smelled perfume with a nasty, unfamiliar whiff, I'm gonna miss ya, baby. We could have been terrific. Oh, what's the diff? If you had not had the cheek to stay out for a week saying back in a jiff, if you were not such a two-timing guy, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, if you weren't, but you were and you had and you went and you did, and so goodbye. If I had not seen you take Geraldine on the lake in your flat-bottom skiff, if you were not out with Sue with your arms around her bare midriff, if I had not seen you pen sexy letters to Gwen in your own hieroglyphs, if you had not let me home when you had 2 seats for South Pacific, I'm gonna miss ya, baby. You were so darn prolific. What's the diff? If you were not such a hound when game was around, always picked up the snip. If you were not such a two-timing guy. If you weren't, if you hadn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, if you hadn't, but you were and you had and you went and you did, and so goodbye. If when I asked where you'd been, you had clogged with my chin with a beautiful biff. If I had not always found purple lipstick on your handkerchief. If you had not told me lies and looked in my eyes with a smile you tip. If when I asked where you'd been, you had said it's of no signif. I'm gonna miss you, baby. If I can be specific. Oh, what's the diff? If the best years of my life were not spent as your wife and no marriage to tip. If you were not such a two-timing guy. weren't, if you had, if you didn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, but you were, you had, and you went, and you did. And so,
Before we say goodbye, will you do one song from your Stevie Nicks cabaret?
yes. Okay, so a few years ago, I did a Stevie Nicks show at the, what was the name of that place that I did it at?
The green room.
The cutting room, yeah. Okay, and the song that I'm going to sing was the only song that I did not sing in that show. But I did sing this show, and this song, in another show that I did, Crawl's Time. So here we go. I took my love and I took it down. I climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills where the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? I don't know. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you, and time makes us bolder. Children get older, and I'm getting older too. Afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you, and time makes us bolder. Children get older, and I'm getting older too. I'm getting older too. So take my love and take it down. So climb a mountain and turn around. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills where the landslide brought me down, and if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down. The landslide will bring you down.
assistance?
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause.
But Sarah, wait! How do we make sure that this magical, fantastical, inspirastical land will still be here after everyone goes to the bathroom?
Ooh, I have an idea. If everyone in this audience buys just one thing at intermission, a beverage, a piece of snack, no snacks, no, just a beverage, some swag, that might guarantee that this theater will be here after intermission. What do you think?
Alcohol and swag.
Alcohol and swag.
That's what we need.
We need to bring Hoboken back for a delightfully brief second act. Because Manhattan's not sunny, it's shaped really funny, so go spend some money for magical hurricane. See you after the act break, I hope.
We're still here!
Oh my gosh, you guys, you did it. I think you purchased the exact right amount of bev or swag to keep this Hoboken theater here for the second act.
They saved Hoboken!
They saved Hoboken!
At least for Act 2.
Oh my gosh, but before we lose a moment in magical Hoboken, let's jump to our next incredible guest.
And I'll go explode outside the theater.
All right. Our next guest. Yeah. There's advice all theater people get at some point. If you can do anything else and be happy, do that. Yeah. And our next guest did that. She took this advice. She just might be the wisest one in this crowd and on this stage tonight. Please join me in welcoming Kim Mesiti.
No.
Before tonight. Here, right? Miles Square Theater. Here we begin. I had no idea. Okay, so you agree that we're kind of between Manhattan and like the edge of the world.
Yes.
Sprig of hope to do.
Yes.
So, what are you between right now in life? This is the Between Broadway Variety Hour. What are you between, Kim?
That's a pretty deep question.
I know.
I mean,
jumping right in.
yeah, you really are getting soul deep. For me, I am, like, all honesty in life, I'm picking my own projects and looking for, someone to share them with.
This is a crowd full of lovely people. I see no beady eyes, only loving ones. Perhaps there's room for you, Kim, you never know.
Who knows?
I know. Oh, but that would be like oh no, in Brigadoon they meet on that one day, and then they have to figure out how to get back together.
I can time travel, it's okay.
She's good. All right, so for me, as a musical theater performer and writer, my job appears only once a year for about 3 hours. So you go to a location every day, your job is there, always, for you, and it pays you legal tender. Is this correct?
Are we on camera? I have 2 jobs that make one big job. I work as an administrative assistant at the cathedral in Newark, and then Newark. Newark.
I have so much to learn.
I said Newark because I knew like some people might not know what that was, so but it's Newark. And then I also sing at another church in Bloomfield.
Wow. So you sing religious tunes.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, so you chose that path instead of the musical theater path, but do you have any regrets? Does the theater world call to you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But guess what?
What?
You're here tonight. A big crew of fans. And what are you going to sing for us tonight?
Well, it's definitely not religious.
Tell us more.
I'm gonna sing a really raunchy song
Please do.
called Everybody's Girl from Steel Pier.
All right.
A long time ago, a lady whose name was Carmen drove a man wild until he was out of control. I truly believe that I am a modern day Carmen, in spite of the fact I do not habla español. That girl was exactly like me. We share this philosophy. Ole, I say. I'm not the type who's ready for dating someone steady. I'm everybody's girl. On Sunday night, it's Danny. On Monday, maybe Manny. I'm everybody's girl. There's a point to my behavior, which is smart girls always share their riches. So, if your heart succumbs, don't let it. You're certain to regret it. All others come and get it. I'm everybody's girl. I could never be a cowhand's girl. La 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 la. And you want to know why? Why? I just can't keep my calves together. Everybody's girl. Some old Greek called Aristotle said it. If you got it, why not spread it? So don't go rattling any sabers, exerting any labors. Just share me with the neighbors. I'm everybody's girl. Hi. You're cute. In case your passion rages, I'm in the yellow pages. Girl, you won't be disappointed. I'm also double jointed. I'm everybody's girl. Though it leaves a lot of fellas cursing, I'm a person needs dispersing. And so to reaffirm my status, it's absolutely gratis to use my apparatus. I'm everybody's girl. Men and me are like pianos. When they get upright, I feel grand. Everybody's
Ladies and gentlemen, Kim Mesiti. She's everybody's girl, folks. Oh my gosh. We only have a few more minutes. Yes, yes.
I can't believe I have to tell you this. I was just going beyond the Mile Square Theater, and Hoboken and the Mile Square Theater are even more incredible than we could have possibly imagined.
Wait, what do you mean? You mean there's like unique attractions here?
Yes, they have their own attractions.
I love attractive things. Oh my gosh, can you show me?
You know I can. Follow me.
Ooh, wow. Is that a castle?
It's Castle Point.
Oh, it's pointy. I
It's
love
so
it.
pointy
Ooh.
on top.
Oh my goodness, I see something that looks kind of old.
Is it a Hoboken historical museum?
Oh, I love
said
it.
wrong.
Museum.
Of course.
Wow.
A Trader Joe's?
Oh, reasonable. Yes. Oh,
Reasonable prices.
I love the prices. Oh my gosh, Weehawken Cave.
Oh, we just saw Weehawken Cave.
Wow. Oh, wow. Wait, Frank Sinatra Park. What?
No, it's the other Frank Sinatra.
Oh yeah. The blue eyes couldn't be from here.
No, it was the airplane guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Hoboken City Hall.
Oh my goodness!
gosh.
It's really, it's a city
so
hall.
shiny.
It's
Ah, the
beautiful.
pigeon. Watch out. Wow.
Oh, but they're friendly here. They're friendly.
pigeons.
They're friendly.
The
Oh,
Hudson River waterway.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my.
It's so
I love
picturesque.
walking on the Hudson
I love
River.
waterways.
So nice.
And the mozzarella festival. Look at all
The cheese. Look at all the cheese.
Oh my god.
You know where they love cheese?
Where?
Holland. The
Holland Tunnel.
Big cheese
And
windmills.
in the tunnel, and then we
In the
walk through the
tunnel.
tunnel. It's like a
You
tunnel
get
of
through
light,
with
and
the
I
windmill.
love it. Oh my goodness, Dave.
Oh, thank God we're back.
Oh my gosh, wow. Thank you. And thank you, Sarah Fox. That was Dave, you've opened my eyes. Now that I've seen all the things that make Hoboken even more special, it's more important than ever that we make this theater last.
I can't believe it's just hitting me now, but
What?
I know what we have to do.
Oh, a team of scientists.
No! Something real and practical.
What?
A wizard.
Oh,
Yes.
of course. Well, okay, I've got a show to finish, but you've got a wizard to find.
I'm gonna go find that wizard.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our last, but certainly not least, guest for the evening. A graduate of the University of Miami. This guest went viral on TikTok, and she is on a quest to write a song every single day for 1 year. Please join me in welcoming Amanda Ribnick.
Come to my office.
If you insist.
All right, Amanda, I have the same question for you that I've asked just about everyone because I'm so curious. Were you aware that this place existed before right now?
Yes, I live here.
Are you a good witch or a bad witch?
Only time will tell.
Well, I think that some people might think you're kind of magical because what did you write a TikTok musical about?
Oh, the Gilmore Girls.
What made you choose the Gilmore Girls?
I grew up watching the show with my mom and eventually my sister, and honestly, it was kind of funny. When my sister Whitney and I were younger, we would make up these games in the pool. And at one point we made up a game where we would turn a show into a musical. And one of those shows happened to be Gilmore Girls.
An excellent choice.
Yes, and to this day, I remember nothing except for this terrible hook. This is what we sang. We sang, Gilmore, Gilmore Girls, and oh look, it's Christopher and Emily. That was the entire show.
I want to see it. I want to see it, and I want to hear it right now. But I hear you do another magical thing. I mentioned before, you write a song every day. Can you tell us about that process, about that goal, how this all began?
Well, I got my BFA in musical theater and graduated. Thank you! Yes, University of Miami in 2022, right after that good old pandemic. And for me, I spent a lot of time trying to really dive deep into theater. And my freshman year, I was like fully into the performing thing. My sophomore year, I was experimenting with writing. And then the pandemic hit, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll just write a web series, which I did.
You did.
By the time, we love Underground.
We love Underground!
Thank you. But by the time senior year rolled around, I had fallen out of love with theater. And the last couple years have been me trying to rekindle that like little nothing flame that once made up so much of like my personality and my happiness. So I saw a bunch of people doing this song a day thing on TikTok, and for me it started with Simon Robert French, who, check him out, genius. And then my friend Oliver Richmond started at the start of this year, and I was like, you know what if I just do it? And it's been great.
That is amazing. Now, you might be able to show us. Do you think you could show the Between Broadway community how you do it? And could this be your very song that you post for the day?
If there's enough magic.
Do you believe?
I
So let me take you through the typical process.
Yeah.
It's strange. I work 9 to 5, so I usually write my songs at, you guessed it, 7:30. I've narrowed down the timing, so now it only takes me about 45 minutes, but this is more of a 3-minute version.
Yes.
Typically, I would be set up with my phone here, a ring light, and then some soft boxes, and I have a microphone that I use to record, because the sound from the piano that I use will overpower my voice. However, we have this baby, don't we? I'm going to adjust this now. We're going to see how this goes. I have never written on the spot before, nor have I ever played piano in front of an audience. And it's been actually 2 years since I've performed on stage at all.
Clap your hands if you believe.
I
From here, usually I start writing lyrics about where I am or what's going on in my life, sometimes about the bustling cars of Washington Street. You may walk in. Good luck. But here, I'm at the Mile Square Theater. So maybe a little something about that. I don't know. From here, I would usually try and put some chords together. Something like that. And write a little. Last time I was on stage. 2 years ago. What if I just improv it?
Yes. You got this, Amanda. That's
We're
like
gonna
big.
find out if I got this. Thank you, Julia.
I love you.
Okay. Last time I was on stage was 2 years ago. Not much has changed, still a lot I don't know. Singing for the people, loud and proud. It's a new frontier, a clouded crowd, but I like the haze. Some days I see through the maze, where I'm climbing miles, square and trials. The theater is crazy, but I love it, baby. I don't feel like I did last time I was in bright lights. Thank you for the highlight. 116 seats. Hope I don't miss a beat. But what a way to meet all of you sitting in the hot seat. There you go.
That was truly supernatural. I determined you are indeed a good witch. Now, before we do anything else, because you are from the land of Hoboken, I have a game specifically for you. It is called Hoboken, or Hoboken. Now, we've all become familiar with the wonderful town of Hoboken and its many attractions. And we also are all familiar with the Barbie movie. Recently played with that guy, Ryan Reynolds. Dazzling. So in this game, we're going to call our friend Dave on, and he's going to show you a picture. And it's going to be super close up. And it is your job to say, is it Hoboken or Hoboken? Let's have a little underscoring, shall we? Oh, very good. All right. Number 1, Hoboken or Hoboken? Oh, that's very close.
That looks like the shoreline to me. I'm gonna go with Hoboken.
Oh, let's see if she's right. Is she right? It is. It is. Beautiful. All right, number 2.
What is it though? What is it for those of you?
What is it's the the LaFrac Lighthouse. What do you guys live in this place? All right, beautiful. Number 2, Hoboken or Hoboken?
To me, this looks like a fingernail. I'm going with Hoboken.
And a 2 for 2. Number 3, Hoboken or Hoboken? We're looking for the picture. All right, they're out of order. It's all good. Oh my!
What is that?
That is a lot of space.
Hoboken.
Is it Hoboken? Oh gosh, what's it gonna be? A man or a place? All right, and last one. Hoboken or Hoboken? Let's see what Dave pulls from this pile of. Oh my! It's the Aurora Borealis. No. What is it? What do you think, Amanda?
It looks so skin tone. Which car in Hoboken or Hoboken?
Let's see. Is it a car in Hoboken?
Wait for it.
Wait! It's the Mile Square Theater! You got every single one of those correct. What are you, a TikTok star? And thank you, Dave. That was truly fantastic. And just for when you meet your Hoboken, here's a little lip balm.
Hoboken
Hoboken draw. You meet your Hoboken draw. Doesn't matter, lip balm works for all genders. All right. Would you share one more of your pieces with us?
If you guys want.
Yeah! I'm so excited.
Okay, so this is what just rolls away. This song is called Murphy's Law. It was one of the songs that I wrote during my Song a Day series. Still writing on over day 80 now. So it is a full commitment, and it is exhausting, but also very great to have the experience of writing and doing something that once I loved, and hopefully I will continue to get closer to loving again. This song is about having a presence on the internet and feeling like you can never be what people want. If I mess up the lyrics, it's my song. And it's very likely I will. But that's because I wrote it. Sorry. Okay. Not allowed on my phone anymore. It's no good for my health, that I'm sure. So many people happy. So many lives I could lead. Curate it, customize, accumulate. Stories so you and I might relate. Gotta be charming and flawed. Get with the bros your hair filter I'll finish off. All the checks on my list will pay off. Cleaning the floor with my hands, plucking the dirt out my plans. And that's Murphy's
Amanda Ribnick. Ladies and gentlemen, you could hear those songs again if you followed her on the Tick and the Talk. What is your name on the TikTok?
It is just my name, which is Amanda Ribnick. Rib, like the body part, Nick, like nickel.
Oh. Thank you so much. Now, if we need your good witch powers later, would you come back?
I could be persuaded.
I have more lip balm. Okay. All right, thank you, Amanda. I'm getting kind of nervous, guys, because I just,
Oh God.
Are you a real Hoboken wizard?
Oh, yeah. I live over by the pier. There's a pretty big wizarding community here in Hoboken.
What luck! So I'm trying to figure out how to make it so that Hoboken doesn't disappear and I can just stay here forever.
Oh, like, that's super easy. All you gotta do is just, like, make it so good that people want to come back and see your show.
Oh, okay, of course. But are there any magic spells I need to recite? Or?
Oh, nah, bruh. You just gotta, like, sing something from Whitney Houston or Wicked, but they gotta be, like, showstoppers.
Okay,
you know?
okay, showstoppers, yes. Thank you, Mr. Wizard.
No, Mr. Wizard's my dad. My name's Carl.
Okay, thank you, Carl. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay,
I don't know. I just had to do that. Okay.
mozzarella just came out of that wand. Okay, all right. So Wizards Carl's first recommendation was some Whitney Houston. Interesting. I know Whitney Houston was born in a state called New Jersey, but could that be relevant?
Yeah.
Okay, is there anyone here, any guest, who could sing a Whitney showstopper for us to make this theater last forever and to make Hoboken never go? Andrea Bell Wolff! Oh, come on up! Oh my goodness. Now, Andrea, would you like this mic back? Would you like this microphone? Yes, I'll get it for you. Oh. You never know when you need the mist. Okay. All right, please, do what you can to keep us here forever.
All right, I just want to say a few things about this song. So, is my mic on? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah? Okay. So, as I told you before, I did this review in Las Vegas called the Bottoms Up Review. And I think I was like 19 when I went. And of course, when I got there, the show had been running for quite a few years when I got in there. And, you know, it was really a very close-knit group of people. I think there were like 10 of us in the show. And I was basically the youngest one. And so I found myself finding a lot of extra time all by myself. And I started getting very lonely, and you know, meeting a boy that was interested in anything more than a quick fling was like almost impossible. I found myself in desperate need of a real connection. Clock strikes upon the hour, and the sun begins to fade. Still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've been alright senses spinning through the town. Sooner or later the feeling ends, and I wind up feeling down. I need a man who'll take a chance on a love that's worth and enough to last. And when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves. Somebody who. With somebody who loves. Somebody who loves me. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody. I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves. Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? Don't you wanna dance? Say you wanna dance. Don't you wanna dance? With somebody who loves me. Somebody who loves. With somebody who loves me.
Thank you so much. But I do fear a couple people left after Kim sang. Oh no, we could still be disappearing. Andrea, please, thank you. Go sit down. Take your seat in the audience and sing. Okay, wait. What did Carl say? We need one more thing.
Wicked.
Wicked. Okay, does anybody here have a showstopper from Wicked? Any of our guests?
I think Linda's literally.
Try. Okay. Here, I'm gonna give you this one and this one. Don't mess this up.
She's so funny.
Okay. You be the green one, I'll be the pink one.
Really wearing green.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most grow. If we let them, we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. So now whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind on the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird halfway through the woods.
because I knew you. Because I knew you. Because I knew you. I have been changed for good. You've done it, both of you. You've done it. Hoboken is here to stay, and I just said it correctly. Yes! Hoboken! Hoboken shouted from the rafters. Hoboken! No, loud. No, loud. Yes! Oh my goodness. So Katie and Amanda, don't move. Dave, I have a really important question.
Yes.
How do we move here? You and me forever.
Well, accompanist, what do you think?
Well, actually, I'm a real estate agent. I know you didn't see that one coming. It's my mission to help people build life one moderately priced apartment at a time.
You know what they say? Hoboken prices are about 2 years behind Manhattan prices.
Oh,
It just came to me. I know it. Okay, so yes.
Thank you so much for everything tonight. I agree with every word you've said. And I just want you to know that you have significantly changed the composition of my character.
Because I swam through the smelly Hudson
And landed in this theater
with all you awesome people. I have been amended for sure. Where do you go when life is too dirty and loud? Hoboken.
Where do you go when you want to do a show for a fabulous crowd?
Hoboken. The urban appeal with a small town feel.
And the soup is still so hot.
So hot. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you to producer Bill Simone. Thank you to Adam and the Mile Square Theater for having us here tonight. Thank you to all of you in the live audience and to the thousands of viewers who are going to watch our video later. Thank you to Sarah Fox. Thank you to all our incredible guests and for helping us achieve our Between Broadway Variety Hour mission of celebrating and building the theater community. We've basically been between Broadway and paradise tonight in Hoboken. I'd like to invite all our guests back on stage for one last come on down. All right, if you want to follow Katie Adams, where can we follow you?
Why, on the Instagram, KTLove76.
Katie Love 76, find her. We know about Amanda. Tell her one more time.
It is just my name. Amanda Ribnick.
Like Nickel. Wonderful. Andrea Bell Wolff. Well, where can we learn what you're doing?
Oh, AndreaBellWolff.com.
A good old-fashioned website. I love it. What about you, Kim Mesiti?
Instagram, Singing Violets.
Singing Violets. Steve and Sarah, where can we learn more about your career? And where can we follow the progress of the Yellow Stocking play?
Our website.
State it. State that site.
Knapp.alper.com. But the Mile Square Theater is going to know more than we do. So
check the MST website. Hey friends, do you want to clap and bop? I wanted to say hi to Dave. Dave, thank you for doing this with me tonight.
Don't forget.
Yes?
Don't forget to check out Between Broadway on Facebook,
Instagram.
TikTok.
Are we on
What's
TikTok?
that?
I don't even know what that is.
And the other one,
The other
YouTube.
one, the YouTube. Check us out. We actually have over 50,000 views now, and we're really excited to keep spreading the word about the Between Broadway Variety Hour, where we like to throw stuff together, me and Dave, and then feature amazing, polished performers. So, guys, let's clap and bob, shall we?
Let's clap and bob.
Because when we're in between Broadway, the world is upside down. We better chuck across the theater right now to reverse that frown.
So when you're between Broadway and your life is done,
Come to Between Broadway.